Hafaday and welcome to Estoria Ta, Our Story. Over the next several weeks, we are going to be taking you on a journey through our past, our present, and in some cases, our future. Over the next half hour, we're going to be introducing you to some of the delegates that will be representing Guam in the upcoming Festival of the Pacific Arts. We begin by telling you about Chelu, a sakman brought to our island by Matson and then reassembled by its crew that are here as part of the Diaspora delegation. Here's their story. It is said that centuries ago, Guam was a hub of seafaring knowledge.
The most high tomorrow that came into Guam, into the Marianas, was revered by the others outside in the Micronesian Islands, because at Guam at one time was the center of learning for navigation. And this is not what I'm saying, or is it written in history. It's actually orally told to us by other islands.
After years of occupation and colonization, Guam's seafaring traditions were nearly erased. But it was a man by the name of Sir George Anson that held a crucial key to unlocking the island's seafaring past.
Because the idea really originated in the Marianas. The canoe that was drawn by Sir George Anson back in 1742 came from Guam. Somebody owned it. Some ancestor owned it. And it was commandeered by the Spaniards for their military purposes. And it was the canoe, the very canoe that was sailing up past Tinian, that got lured into Tinian by Sir George Anson, and we find in the history books that it was destroyed. But the very fact that it was destroyed was the best thing that ever happened to the canoe, I feel, because Sir George Anson, considering that there was something special about the canoe from its performance, agility, and its speed, had his draftsman, Sir Percy Brett, document the canoe in engineering format. He had a drawing of the canoe showing the front view, side view, and top view, but made it more valuable by putting in the scaling data. It is from the scaling data, dating back 275 years now, that we built the very canoe that you're sitting on. Isn't that awesome?
Mario Borja, Tony Maguaduk, and his son Mike Maguaduk are part of the crew for Chelu, a sakman built in San Diego. The three are part of the Diaspora delegation, or Chamorros from Guam, who live off island for the Festival of the Pacific Arts. They are from the state of California.
I was born in Saipan, and I spent my 18 years here in Guam before I went into the military. So Guam is my childhood home, but my birthplace is Saipan. I spent 22.75 years in the military, retired, and to take care of my mom. And I started working to augment my retirement with the telephone company. And building the canoe started in 2010. It was not fair for me to stay at work with my mind focused on the canoe, you know? My mind was always distracted by the canoe, so I decided to just retire and put full-time effort on the canoe.
I was born in Melissa, left for the service, and did not return back till I got out of Vietnam in 1972. However, it was a short stay. I departed with family and stationed in Colorado. But since then, the next time I was down here was, I think it was 2001. And when I got back, I was surprised. Actually, I was saddened to see the difference of what I remembered Guam was. Not to say that it changed for the worse, It's just that when you're used to seeing, well, what I saw before was completely different. What I see now in Umatic, Riso, and Arahan, those to me is what it used to look like. It's beautiful up here, but I like to see a lot of, a lot of green. It's nice to see places undeveloped. To me, that keeps the beauty of being in an island. Hotels are great, great for visitors to come in, and I'm glad that that's actually prospering. But I also like to see areas kept the way it was. I'm not saying go back to the Stone Age, but keep something so that it reminds you of what you were. And being down in the southern part of the island, it kind of brings me back to what I used to remember. But it's a beautiful island. I'm glad I'm back. My heart is on the island. I've already told my kids that if something should happen to me and I happen to be in the States, hey, give me a cremation, throw me out in the Pacific Ocean, let me swim home, because this is my home.
My name is Mike Magwaduk. I was born in Long Beach, California, and raised there. My family is Tauta Maleso. Very, very proud to be from the island, have my blood come from here. I'm an artist by trade. I got my degree in ceramic arts from Cal State Long Beach, graduated 2010, and currently working with mostly wood, doing wood burnings and paintings. I got involved with the sakman back in 2013 initially. My dad had been involved for a little over a year at that point, and he asked me, he said, "Boy, why don't you just come down and sail with us? Why don't you just come and see what it's like?" I had seen pictures of it, but I hadn't seen it in person at that point. So I came down, and I tell you, the second I got on the boat, I felt thousands of years of our ancestors speaking to me and telling me, this is important. This is something that you need to be involved in, and this is something that you need to try to perpetuate.
And that's exactly what they did. Chamorros living in the state of California joined forces to connect bits and pieces of a 1742 sketch of a canoe. Will continue their journey to build a sakman when Estoria Ta continues in a moment.